Today we're going to talk about a special form of repo operation, and that is called long-term repo operation. Till now we know that repo operations happen when the RBI lends money to the banks, and that money is lent to the bank for a specific period of, let's say, 14 days, 56 days, and so on. So we have the RBI, we have the bank. This is the repo rate. This is for short term. And one thing I mentioned is that repo rate is also known as repurchase agreement, in which, let's say, the RBI decides to lend out ₹100 to the bank today. Okay, and what's the date today? Today is 4th of Feb. And the RBI also decides that on the 18th of Feb, the RBI will take this money back along with the repo rate, which is the interest rate. And this is why it's called a repurchase agreement, because at the time when the RBI is giving the loan itself, the RBI decides when the loan will be taken back. Now, very similar to this is the long-term repo operations. But in repo operations, we have the repurchase agreement being dated as 14 days or 56 days, etc. 7 day, 14 day, 56 day, and I think the maximum is 56 day for repo operations. But for long-term repo operation, what happens is the RBI gives long-term loans at a repo rate. Now, if you remember the earlier videos on quantitative instruments, the other instrument that we use to lend long term, that means how does RBI give money to the banks long term? Short term we know is repo, it is called bank rate. Now these bank rates are most of the time higher than the repo rate, right? Because then RBI is giving the money for a longer duration, and hence it is more expensive compared to repo rate. But right now in our economy, because of the economic slowdown and not enough liquidity or demand for money, what the RBI is trying to do is RBI is trying to give long-term loans at a repo rate. So now this is a very low interest rate, incentivizing people to take more loans and hence increasing the liquidity in the market. And for what duration do we give long-term repos? We give it for 1 year and 3 years. So the major difference is, for repo, it is 7 days, 14 days, 56 days, and so on. Whereas for long-term repo, it is lent at the repo rate itself. There's no difference. But it is lent for 1 year or 3 years. That means it's long-term. It is lent for a longer term. And why is this done? So that the interest rate for long-term loans will decrease and more people will take the long-term loan and go invest into long-term investments, and that is a very simple way to get our economy back to the growth trajectory. Now coming to how does this work? How will LTRO or the long-term repo operation work? It works through an electronic platform called the eKuber platform. Now eKuber platform is a core banking solution. Now just note that the long-term repo operation happens through a particular platform, and that is called eKuber. And what is eKuber? eKuber is a core banking solution. Now core banking solution means, for the longest time, if you remember, if we had a bank account and let's say I had a bank account in Kerala and I am living in Bangalore, it is very difficult for me to go to the same bank and tell them that I have a bank account in Kerala, can you link it or do something? They'll say, no, you have to go to the head office and then do your procedures, and that's very difficult. So the government of India came up with something called the core banking solution, which lets you link your account, your single current account, across the country in all the branches of the bank. And isn't that great? So even if I have an account in Kerala, I can go to Bangalore and then tell them that this is my account, I want to do so and so. So that is core banking solution, and eKuber is a platform that helps with this core banking solution, or it is a core banking solution. And the long-term repo operations are carried out through these eKuber platforms. Thank you.